everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Lions coming in at 5-3. Going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 6-2.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second down following the incompletion. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Well, now they'll try the end around. Touchdown, Cardinals.
On defense, coaches always preach running to the football, getting there as fast as possible. On that play, the offense used their speed against them, ran the reverse, and hit them hard in the other direction.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play action now. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan coming in in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out now come the Cardinals.
Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. $10 yards still left on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Lockett. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. On the run, it's Oliver. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So here come the Lions now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They run. It's Oliver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They go again with Oliver. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one is right down the middle. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A first down throw for Prescott. Finding room inside the 40. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They run it here with Oliver. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Prescott now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on first. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to throw. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Now the ball comes loose, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, it's Austin. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Arizona. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's brought down after a good gain. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a carry for Oliver. It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. To throw is Prescott. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19. Prescott down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carlos Watkins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm, because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sean Robinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On play action, they'll throw.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. 23 yards on the play.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. Now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that's incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. It's Austin, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Lions on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Here's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They run a draw here on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. The play clock's running down on third down. That's Austin, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the seat. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On third down, it's Austin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cardinals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll lose an important one.